Hello, it's Ronnie here. This is a quick video to help you understand and comprehend the features that I've built into the SkydiVR application. At the moment you see the home screen. First of all, we're notified that there's a new version available. Okay, thank you. I'll make you aware of what some of the buttons do. We have the question mark here, which is basically a on-demand help functionality to comprehend what buttons can do and the reason. We also have a settings tool where you can select various parameters for the jump. Altimeter unit, metric or imperial, canopy, student or pro. A number of robots. I'll talk more about robots during the jump. Landing bullseye to show you where the center of the landing area is defined as. Opening orientation, custom or random. And finally the opening height, 3,000 feet. We've also got settings, a help tool to be able to understand the relevant pieces of equipment or functionality that are needed to operate. The VR goggles are connected. We do have internet connectivity. The Connect is showing red. It is connected. It is working. It just means that it needs to recognize my arm movements to be able to start controlling the parachute. So that will work. So I'll do a solo jump. I'm going to select your drop zone and set the winds. 3,000 feet. I've got up to a maximum of 35 knots. I'm going to do about 12 knots coming out of the northeast. And on the ground, about 2 knots. Okay. You can customize these parameters and also set them as default if need be. I now have the ability to be able to set an entry point or an opening point, i.e. where am I over the ground when a parachute opens. So I'm going to give myself a good spot. I'm going to jump. And now I'm going to put my goggles on. Okay, you see I'm facing to the northeast. I've got the winds coming out of the northeast. 12 knots at 3,000 feet, the blue arrow. And on the ground, 2 knots out of the northeast. Looking up, I've got a good parachute. I've got my hands in the toggles, I've got an altimeter on the left ready to go. Okay, so I'm ready to start flying. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm flying now. Now I'm going to move my right hand down as if I'm steering a parachute. And my left hand down. I've got an operational altimeter. This is where I understand the winds are coming from. I'm on full drive now, hands all the way up, and you can see I've got some. I'm making forward penetration, but if I come down to full brakes, you can actually perceive that I'm actually moving backwards slightly. So being able to understand ground speed is something that I've built into this functionality of this application. It gives users the ability to be able to comprehend on a regular basis where the wind is coming from and what is it doing to them as far as flight is concerned. Okay, now we've got the drop zone, and you can see there's a robot down there. Also, the green dot is the centre of the landing area, and we've also got a column of smoke to be able to help users comprehend wind speed and direction on the ground. You can see a canopy's just landed, and I'm still at 1,800 feet. So I want to be able to do a quick spiral to give you an idea of how fast the canopy can descend. Okay, 1,400 feet. I'm starting to think about keeping away from that other canopy. By definition, the robot is a recording of a previous jump, so they can't see us. But having said that, they do give the user practice at keeping track of other canopies in the sky. I can also fly the canopy on deep brakes, and you can see that the robot's starting to move away from me because they're on full drive. They're also sinking faster too. We're looking at about 800 feet now. Of course, we're on the traffic pattern. Downwind. going to turn on to final, and then I'll give you a perspective of, turn on to base should I say. I'm going to give you a perspective of one of the major benefits I've found of the simulator is the ability to be able to practice accuracy on final approach. Deep brakes, okay, I am descending, I'm slow. I can speed up if I have to. Hands all the way up, full speed, and flare. Okay, and statistics on the jump, the distance from the target, vertical landing speed, and horizontal speed. Thank you.